I'm Jonathan Dusing from the frozen tundra of Minnesota. I'm seeking a $50,000 investment for 10% of my company. I can confidently say I know snow. Where I come from, when it snows, it can come down like a blizzard. But for those who don't live in a winter climate or simply love to play with snow, I have the perfect solution with Snow in Seconds. We bring the magic of snow indoors. It's easy. Just take one small scoop of our powder, add water, and watch as it instantly grows into fluffy white snow.
Oh, wow.
Snow that looks and feels real, but never melts. With Snow in Seconds, you can bring the joy of snow anywhere. Snow in Seconds is cold to the touch, safe, and so realistic it's used in movies. We're on the edge of an avalanche of opportunity. Who's Yeti to ride with me in a chairlift up to the peak of profits? Don't give me the cold shoulder. Let's make this winter wonderland global and make every day a snow.
Hey.
Nice. It falls like snow.
It's a Christmas miracle. You know, my 8th grade teacher had dandruff just like this.
All right, welcome back, super entrepreneurs, to another Shark Tank review, biz review. Today we got Snow in Seconds. Absolutely awesome. My first thought that comes to mind though is it's cold, which is good. Instead of warm, and like the stuff that they use to make diapers, that was like the first thing that kind of came to mind. So I'm hopeful that that's not the case. I got my Mickey ears are not showing here. Anyway, it's a Christmas episode, so I figured I'd get dressed up as per usual. If you've been around here for a number of years, every time we get the Christmas episode, we break out the Christmas stuff. We got our foam party hats right behind us, the Christmas tree with the presents, and Frosty over here, and of course the winter swag. So 50,000, 10%, $500,000 valuation, which isn't not terrible. So, but the packaging looks good. It tells me that they probably have put some thought and effort into it. I wonder if they have any distribution and some sales numbers. The one thing that gets me about snow is that, like, living here in the Philly area, we don't get, like, it was snowing the other day very lightly, and it's like, wow, that was like the first time in like a long time that it had really snowed, and it makes me sad to know that every year I feel like we get further and further away from having regular snow just throughout the winter. I mean, it's not even winter yet, it's still fall, I think, to like another week or two, but it's just I mean, I remember it snowing on like Thanksgiving back in maybe 99, 98, something like that. We are just heading down a path of change for whatever the reason is, or you want to believe the reason is, that's fine. But we are headed down a path of change, and this could help bring snow to a lot of places better than if it actually is cold and feels like snow. It's better than like the soap bubbles that they use to simulate snow, like on Main Street USA or anything like that. So definitely on board for that. I'm also on board for you sticking around to the end, so we can check out their Jonathan's website, social media, as well as one error that I found on their website already just by trying to pull stuff up. So stick around for that, as well as one of your comments from down below in the super community. So I appreciate you hanging in there with me. We were off a couple weeks here. I haven't been able to crank out a whole lot of new content lately. I've been super busy with family things. So I appreciate you sticking around and being with me here today. Tonight I got this episode, and tomorrow I actually don't have anything on my plans. The kids and my wife are going out for the day. So I will be home, and I will be cranking out the content because it's supposed to be storming outside, so it's not going to get a whole lot done out there anyway. But yeah, so stick around to the end for all that and more on this brand new episode of Shark Tank. Happy to have you here.
How did you come up with the idea?
So we stumbled across this chemical. It's actually mostly used for industrial use. About 99% of it is used for agriculture. They put it in soil so that it holds the water and can grow.
Oh, really?
And when it grows really quickly, which is really exciting.
What is it essentially made out of?
It's one chemical. It's called sodium polyacrylate. If you guys want to try it,
Okay,
Yeah.
so
you should.
This whole packet will fill up how much?
that packet will make a gallon of snow.
1 scoop of snow.
Yeah, 1 scoop of snow in there.
Okay.
And then take your water and pour it up about 80-90% of the way.
Oh, wow. There it goes. Woo. It's
Yeah.
growing.
Oh, that's cool.
The little grains absorb 100 times their size in water.
Wow.
And you can make
That
a
is
small amount
cool.
like this, or you can make a giant pile and have like a huge party, or even like a sledding hill.
It feels very powdery and soft. Then you feel that it's a little wet.
I'm going to assume that there is absolutely nothing proprietary about this product.
That is true, but we have tried dozens of different manufacturers out there. Most of them turn into like a gel, and they don't grow very
Why
fast.
can't I
So
go to your manufacturer with Wonder Snow and just do it myself?
We've been selling it for 15 years, so we have like
Whoa.
our little brand.
Oh, you've been selling 15 years. That could be problematic.
Yeah, a little bit. How's that problematic? Wait, hold on.
Damon.
Yeah, it's problematic because you're asking for 50,000 for 10%, as if you don't have a lot of sales. I'm wondering if it's like a split of the company or something, like a industrial side or commercial side versus this, new kid-friendly brand. I'm also curious as to if it expands that well, why are they not using that for diapers? And if they're putting it in the soil, how safe is it for the soil? And if it's safe for the soil and safe for people to be touching and all that, why are we not using that in diapers instead of like the crystals or whatever? Maybe it's not as efficient for anything but water, but I don't know. I feel like that those aren't really that good for the diapers in general aren't really that good for the environment, and this could be an alternative to make it like a little bit better.
Well, because he's here after 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
But what are your sales in the 15
So
years?
in 15 years, out of our one-stall garage with my children and I packaging and shipping every single bag, we have sold $2 million.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
All right,
Good
yeah.
for you.
And how much,
Good for
how much did you sell last year?
Yeah.
Last year we sold about $250,000, 241,000.
Okay, and how much did you
All
make
right.
from that?
$40,000.
Okay.
Where do you sell it now?
Ooh.
50% of what we sell is bulk, and that'll be for like movies and people that are using it in large amounts. 32% we're selling wholesale. Some of it is white label actually, so we can make Mr. Wonder Snow if you want. We sell 12% on Amazon and 6% on our website.
And what is the cost to make it? And what are you selling it
Yeah.
for?
Starting with the smallest size that you see there that makes 1 gallon, that sells for $4.99, and it costs us 72 cents to make.
Okay.
The large sells for $12.99. That costs $1.20 to make. The extra large, that makes 10 gallons of snow. That sells for $24.99, and that costs $4.20 to make.
Wow.
So there's a lot of
Wow.
margin there.
Is there any retail distribution at all?
We were in Kroger and Fred Meyer, about 1,500 stores. It went great. They reordered a little more the next year. And then at that time, I was going through a divorce, and my business partner was kind of running the company. And at that point, he had outsourced the entire production of it to someone else. And we missed the shipment on that third year.
Painful to hear.
Eventually, they sent it all back. They didn't even accept it because it was like a month
Because
late.
it came too late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
How did you get into
Well, so before we get to Lori's question there, that's one of the scary things about having a partner, right? You're going through stuff, you need somebody you can trust, and then that person ultimately, their heart might be in the right place, their decision making might try to be sound, but at the end of the day, a lot of times it's better for you to just do it yourself, right? I'm kind of curious as to how much Jonathan owns at this point, which might also explain why he's coming in at 10%, looking for 10%. I mean, he has kids, so maybe he wants to give some to his kids, but I'm really curious as to how much the partner owns and how much Jonathan owns at this point. And that's really disheartening and really sad. It's like, it reminds me of the bananas to the cruise ship thing. Like, cruise ships, devour a ton of bananas, and they got to be there right when that ship's there. And if they're just a couple hours late, the ship's already gone, and now you have all these bananas just sitting there at the dock waiting to go bad. It's a very time, sensitive type of thing, and having the right product at the right time. I mean, I feel like this should be in like Walgreens and CVS and any like grocery stores, like they had Kroger, but like I don't know, my local ShopRite, Acme, like all them places should have it. They should be going gangbusters on Amazon. Especially for the Christmas season, especially for summer. Christmas in July is a thing, right? So I could totally see that being like, hey, this, you hook your wagon to that star and you go with it, right? Christmas in July, bring the snow. I'm kind of curious as to, does the stuff melt after, or does it's just dust at that point? That's not cold. I'm really kind of curious about that. So I don't know. I don't think we'll get an answer to that, though. Maybe on the website. So stick around to the end for that.
Doing this in the first place.
I am an entrepreneur. So around the same time that I started this company with my business partner, we also started a sports technology company. That is also 15 years old, has about 10 times the revenue. I have employees.
Why do you bring that to the
major
show?
clients.
What does that do?
We do loyalty programs and digital payments inside stadiums. That's my full-time job.
That sounds like a real business.
Yeah, well,
John, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think your packaging is great. I think
I
your
agree.
name is great. The only problem with it is the fact that it is so seasonal and so specific. It's just not broad enough for me. And for those reasons solely, I'm out.
well,
I mean-
appreciate your comments.
I'm also curious, can you ball it up into like a snowball? Because like you could have like snowball fights and things. Like, how cool would that be at like a summer camp? Like, hey, yeah, you know what? It's cool, like balloon fights. It's really cool having a snowball fight at the summer camp. I mean, they have grown up summer camps now too. I don't know how many people or how many of those exist, but apparently they exist, and I could see that being like a thing, like going out or turning I don't know, Times Square into like a winter wonderland during the summer. Like, how? I don't know.
Sometimes a deal comes in that I really, really hate, and this is top of the list for this season.
Oh, okay.
I hate it because it's seasonal. I hate it because the sales are abysmal and irrelevant. I hate the fact that it distracts you from a real business.
Why don't you tell them what you really think?
This deal sucks. I'm out.
All right.
Jonathan,
Well, but you're on the Christmas holiday episode, Mr. Grinch, Mr. Wonderful. Like, maybe you should give that seat up to somebody who actually wants to invest in a holiday seasonal business. Just saying, that's
it's a great business for you, but not investable for me. I'm out.
Okay, I appreciate that.
turn the Mavs stadium into it. Well, he don't even own the Mavs by the time like soon enough. So, but he turned the Mavs stadium into like a winter wonderland. How cool would that be?
I see that you have three almost insurmountable problems.
No,
Okay?
only 3.
That's not terrible.
$40,000 in profits.
Yes.
I mean, doesn't get anybody excited. 15-year-old business is always suspicious.
Consistency.
Low profits consistently year after year. And you're busy, and that's the biggest problem of all. But I
Yeah.
think the business has great upside potential.
Yeah.
I have so many holiday businesses. I have Polyball and Hire Santa, another seasonal business. So I'll take a flyer on this for $50,000. I'll take a third.
Whoa. Okay.
I was gonna give you an offer. It wasn't gonna be as healthy as Barbara's,
Oh.
so I'm out.
Okay.
Okay, well, how
There you
about
go,
that?
Jonathan.
What do you
What
want
do you
to do with
50,000
that
for
offer?
50%.
Barbara, can I get you to go down to 25%?
I don't think so. And you know what? I can introduce you to all the accounts that those 3 hustling girls open for Hollyball. You could almost ride their gravy train in.
That is a fantastic offer. I would be happy to accept it.
Hey, all right, that's great. Yeah, do it front
job,
yard.
Jonathan.
Like put it
I'm gonna sell that house.
all over the front yard.
Thank you.
You
Thank
look
you.
younger than you seem. Yeah. How about me? Do I look young?
Oh, yeah,
Good
definitely.
answer.
Oh,
John,
yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that you got a deal is a Christmas miracle.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, take care.
Jonathan.
Holiday episode. Get up your seat, man.
Barbara's a perfect fit for Snow in Seconds because she knows how to sell products to consumers. And she has a history of working with seasonal products, as she mentioned. So I'm excited to hopefully join that crew, get Snow in Seconds in like stores everywhere.
Barbara, hundreds of dollars for you. Hundreds of dollars for you, Lori.
Oh, thank you, Kevin.
20 cents for me. This is a fantastic business, Barbara. Fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's go check out their Jonathan's website here. Got Shark Tank right at the top. We got Faces. That's so ding ding, right? It's been a little while since we've had Faces. Makes the best coal or cloud slime. That's kind of cool. So I'm kind of curious. So I guess you could ball it up. Or I guess, wait, they did show it. They did show him make a snowball in it, right? I'm pretty, yeah. I guess I slipped my mind, but so you got 2 bags. I'm definitely gonna get some of this for the kids. I think it'll be absolutely magical. It just seems like a no-brainer to
Yet another winter
to
stuck
bring.
without snow this holiday
This is
season.
loud. How do we? Oh, okay. Yeah. So you got like a promo video here. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I am really curious though as to how. So it says safe and non-toxic, which is great. But how, like, so it doesn't melt, right? Like that's, oh yeah, but won't melt. Looks and reals, feels real, won't melt. Like I said, this would be great for. I could see even getting some and putting it around. You can see in the background here. I got Frosty hanging out behind me as well. Not just this Frosty. It hasn't made it to my front yard yet. It's supposed to be, but we just haven't gotten around. It's been kind of miserable out. So anyway, yeah. So make 60 gallons of snow for $100. That's pretty wild. And then they have Shark Tank. So that talks about shows. We're absolutely overwhelmed and are excited to break a flurry of news that we're going to be on Shark Tank. Again, love seeing that at the top. Now, let's go check out their social media. Now, I went and clicked on their TikTok link at the bottom, and it brings me to a 404 error. So, Jonathan, you got to get on that and fix that for sure. But over on Facebook, let's see, we have 284 likes, no reviews, but definitely some videos. Little bit of engagement. That's about par for what we see on with when it comes to Facebook in most cases. Twitter 24 followers currently. Just a little bit of engagement like on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm wondering if I guess the Instagram maybe not existed that 261 weeks ago. So I haven't done much with it, but I feel like there's so much more they could do with it. Now I'm really curious if I kind of wish this wasn't part of the holiday episode because I'm kind of nervous that if I order it, will I get it by before Christmas for like to have it for Christmas. Well, it says for a stocking stuffer, so I'm gonna say maybe 50 free shipping on orders over $50. Anyway, Jonathan, I'd love to have you come on for an interview, talk about your Shark Tank experience, talk about the business, talk about your other business that you didn't even really get to go into, that I'm sure you probably went way more into in your time on the floor in Shark Tank. Just drop a comment down below and we'll get it set up, just like at Superfly Jules here, who says, hi, Joe, I just heard about this review yesterday. I'm so glad I checked it out. Thanks for reviewing my episode and your fair review. I talked to you about the episode and everything for Shark Tank on your show sometime. Absolutely would love to have you, Superfly Jules. I think, did I reply? I got to go back and see if I replied this. I might not have. It's been a little hectic since I got sick and everything, and haven't been able to record and do a whole heck of a lot. So anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to watch your episode, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it and thought that it was fair. So I appreciate you being a part of the super community. I'll see you in one of these 2 videos over here. Take care. Now go be super.